President Ibrahim Traore, the President of Africa. King Ibrahim Traore, the King of Africa. One love, one Africa, one currency, one army, one country, one passport, one president, one king.
For you, how long will Captain Ibrahim Traore be in charge before organizing elections to step down?
I was going to ask you a question in return before answering you.
Where is another 53 countries of Africa? Where are the 53 head of states of African countries? And why are they left Ibrahim Traore only fighting for our motherland, Africa? Or is it because he's young, or because he's not a politician, he's just a leader from some unit, or because he's just wanted to be to show off as the soldier? Since Ibrahim Traore came into power, we have a lot to praise about this guy. We have a lot to experience. We have a lot to give testimonies. We have a lot to appreciate. And why is it that there are some leaders who are not appreciating his leadership? Why is it that there are some politicians from his country want him to step down and let the constitution take his way and let the people to choose his lead, to make their decisions by electing the leaders they want in office?
Mr. President, there has been a long discussion about how long you will stay and when you will organize elections. How long will the transition last? Is it today? Do you have an answer to this, or do you think it is not a priority? For you, how long will Captain Ibrahim Traore be in charge before organizing elections to step down?
I was going to ask you a question in return before answering you.
I'm not here to answer questions.
Sir, it's a debate. It's nice.
It's not bad. They are right because this is a constitutional law and that's democracy. But when you listen to this clip, Ibrahim Traore is saying that there are some people who misuse democracy. How can you kill millions of people and you claim that you are following democracy? If that democracy, then it's better you live outside democracy, but live in a right way and lead people in a right way. By this time, we as Africans and we as youths, we have come to know that everything is possible. When you have the chance and you have the authority, everything is possible. And that shows us clearly that our African countries, our African leaders, they know where the problem is and they know where the solution is, and they know how they can solve their problems, and they know how they can fix their issues. But they're just doing it, ignorantly doing it, because we have nothing to do with them. They have the power. They're the one who talk to talk. They are the one to decide on how we live. They're the one to decide what we have to do. And that's why they're taking advantages on us. When Ibrahim Traore said that we already came out of colonization and we need to decolonize our minds, he has the great meaning. We came out of colonization. For us to get this freedom that we are having today, it took great sacrifices. It takes some great sacrifice, even the life sacrifice from our ancestors. It was nothing that came easy. People who paid for it. And today there are some people who are playing for it, who are playing with it. This is the time that African leaders could now be thinking about one thing, the vision on how they can shape the image of Africa, on how they can bring back the great look of Africa. Africa is the only place where sometimes we say that God favored so much, because when you take out the environmental or climate changes, the effects of climate, Africa is under very good climate where people live happily, people have health, people have a good health. The lands are very fertile. We are having clean waters. We are having a peaceful nations. But now the leaders that we are having are the one who are exploiting and changing things from the way it's supposed to be. Since Ibrahim Traore decided that he no more need his the soldiers from France in his country, and decided that he want to improve his security system, he fueled his soldiers with enough weapons, with everything that can sustain their security system. And it happened. At this point, when you take a look at the security system in Burkina Faso, it's very stronger. And by in a few years to come, the Burkina Faso security will be among the one among those one who will be who will be more respected, because they believed in themselves, and he believes that he can make it. Through Ibrahim Traore cutting off the licenses of mining from the West, and decided that he want to set up some factories these minerals that can resemble up these minerals and sell it as the finished products. He believed in himself, and now it is happening. Burkina Faso is processing gold, diamonds, everything from resources, and they are selling it as finished goods. We have a lot of minerals in different countries here in Africa, but how is it helping their people? How is it helping their countries? How is it boosting the economies of the countries? In Kenya, we have petrol. We have fuel. In Turkana. But how is this fuel helping the nation? We have given the licenses to some countries. They have to come drill this fuel. They go process it and bring it back here and sell it at a high cost. We are experiencing the fuel shortages in our countries, yet we have the fuel in our countries. What is the problem? The problem is our leaders. Sometimes we say that we blame the people from West, we blame the white people so much, which is wrong. We are the one to be blamed. We are the one to be blamed because we are the one giving them opportunities. Then if we cannot upgrade ourselves and set up some farms, set up some machines, and believe that we can do it because we have the interest in it, we will make it. And if we can do that, we can't do that, then they have to do it because they have everything to do it. They have every reason. They have every machine to do what is supposed to be done. So before we came to the point of blaming them, we have to blame ourselves first, because we are the reason as Africans. Africa is a continent that was blessed with everything. Africa was the continent that was supposed to be respected at high cost because we had anything. We had everything. We have every sort of minerals. We have the people who are special. We have a lot of researchers. We have a lot of people who are learned, who have skills in everything, in every part. But we have no opportunities. We have no farms and companies and machines that can refine these products. So the people we are having who are experienced, they have to go to the West countries to use their minds, their skills, for them to earn a living. What if we set these machines and these factories in our countries? We use our minds. Then we bring back the profits to our countries. We boost our economies. We focus on our developments, our infrastructures. Then how can things be hard? Out of 54 countries, this is the only country that has the leader who is being celebrated in every corner, not only here in Africa, but beyond the borders.
His leadership has sparked a wave of support that transcends national borders, making many African leaders uneasy as they witness their citizens express unprecedented love for a foreign president. This phenomenon became even more evident during his recent visit to Ghana for the inauguration of President John Mahama. The event, attended by over 30 African heads of state and dignitaries, turned into an unexpected display of mass support for Traore. When it was his turn to approach the podium and greet the new Ghanaian leader, the crowd erupted in wild cheers, louder than for any other leader present. The same sentiment is now surfacing in Kenya, where President William Ruto's administration has faced criticism for corruption and economic mismanagement. Kenyans have begun expressing their admiration for Traore, even painting his image on public buses that transport people across the country. This act of symbolic endorsement is a powerful statement. It is rare for a nation's citizens to display the portrait of a foreign leader on their public transport instead of their own president.
There are some people who are happy and supporting the governance of Ibrahim Traore, the captain. This is the only time that we have seen a leader who is a celebrity. Because even if you get into internet, the stories of Ibrahim Traore are all over. Everyone is talking about Ibrahim Traore. Everyone is talking about the achievements that who are made by Ibrahim Traore. Great achievement that has made, and some of them who are unique, that have never been seen in any place. This is the leader who is wanted in every country to visit. Even if the leaders of these countries, they are not willing to, but the citizens are willing someday to be visited by Ibrahim Traore. They just talk to them. He just talked to them. We love this guy. We believe that the ancestors of Africa are supporting this guy. We believe that the spirit of Africa is living in this guy. We believe that the power of Africa is guiding and protecting this guy. And that's why there have been several assassination attempts towards Ibrahim Traore, but no one or none has been successful, because this guy is highly protected, personally and spiritually. Thomas Sankara was assassinated. He had the same vision as he was the father and founder of what Ibrahim Traore is doing, and the people of Burkina Faso let him. And he was destroyed. And now, even the spirit of Thomas Sankara cannot let Ibrahim Traore to be destroyed that easy. We are in full support of such leaders, and we need more Traores here in Africa. I like the speech of some, I like the strength of some leaders here in Africa, like people like Julius Malema of South Africa, the Dr. Pandu, the retired cabinet secretary of foreign affairs, and the people like Raila Odinga of Kenya, people like Mahama, who has come to the power and show the interest of following the footsteps of Ibrahim Traore. We need such leaders. We need such kind of leaders. If we had such, then we are going to resemble the image of Africa, and will bring back the hope and the smile to the face of Africa. find the solution. We have found someone who has come to show us that we can. If we want, we can do it. But out of 54 countries, 54 states of Africa, we are only having one person fighting for Africa, fighting. When you take a look at some leaders here in Africa, leaders like, they're not appreciating the leadership of Ibrahim Traore, because what they're doing is very different from what he's doing. He's only focused the visions of the citizens. He's only working towards the interests of the people he's representing. The other sides, they are working on their interests. They are working on their visions. They are working on how, and fighting every day on how they can rule for a long time so that they can enrich themselves. They can get and own everything they want. And that's why, even if it comes to the point, to the time of election, no leader is willing and is ready to leave the position he's holding. Why? Because he's there to benefit himself. He's there for his own interest. He's nothing to do with the interests of the people. And that's when Ibrahim Traore was pressured earlier that he has to step down and let the constitution or democracy take its path. He was not reluctant. He was ready to do it. But the citizens themselves, the youth of the country, came to the street and say, no, we can't allow this. It's very early. Why? Because he has nothing to fight for. He has nothing to fight for, to defend, so that he has to stay there for a very long time. But he's there just to do according to the will of the citizens. Tell me today, which country can you find the president is willing to step down, and then citizens come up and say, no, it's not your time? When we give an example of here in Kenya, today, everyone is tired of their leader. Everyone has get tired from their leader, their president. When it comes today that he has come and said that today it's enough, I'm going to step down, do you think there could be anyone who will come and say that no, it's early, you have to stay? There will be no even one, even from his backyard, even from his hometown. Because even from his backyard, no one is ready to associate with him. Why? Because what he's doing, he's only focusing on his interests. He's nothing to do with the interests of the people he's representing. So that's why I started by asking this question. Where are other 53 countries of Africa? We only have one country, the Burkina Faso, and one leader and the head of state, who is fighting hard to bring back the image of our motherland, Africa. So, if today our leaders can decide and change their minds and decide that they want to follow the steps of Ibrahim Traore, then today in African countries, this will be a great place that anyone outside will want and will wish to come and visit, even to stay, even to invest. Because the economy will be good, there will be peace everywhere, and that's the key factors that should be considered in the countries. Once the economy and the security is strong, then everyone can come and invest. People will come and stay. People will have to exploit. People will be visiting, making tours anyhow every day, because everyone that like such moment. So our leaders are very educated. They are genius. They know where the problem is. They know how they can fix their issues, but they're just ignoring because they know what they are benefiting from what they are doing. For them, being puppets, maybe to the West, they know what they're benefiting, because even if they remain being a puppets and depending to some people to make their things go on, there is no citizens, there is no even a single citizen who is aware of what's going on. There is no even a citizen who is benefiting from them, from what they are doing. And that's why they are and they cannot be in support of a leader like Ibrahim Traore. So let the other 53 states of Africa activated and awake so that we can join hands together and move to one direction. And if possible, unite as Africans and have a leader who can solve the issues of the Africans, who can handle the interest of Africa, who can deliver to the people of Africa, who can bring the Africa to another level, and who can be appreciated by the Africans. That's the only leader we want. And there is no other than Ibrahim Traore. We salute our soldier and our leader. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. Here is the place we talk. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Until next episode.